Today I'm working on a new Mutual Hostility song. We haven't done anything in a while, but we always seem to come back to it because it's a lot of fun, and then I think we've written some pretty killer music together. We have a 5-song EP and also a full-length album that's out there for streaming everywhere. And I made a video similar to this a while back. And I guess, I don't know, I think it might be kind of interesting just because we do things a little different than a lot of bands do, where we always start with the drums first. That was the original idea with the band, and we've stuck to it because it works for us, and it's fun for me. I don't really have to just pull riffs out of the air because there's already a kind of a template laid out for me with the drums. Now, you know, pulling riffs out of the air, just creating something from nothing is fun. I do it all the time. It's how most people do it, I guess. But with this band, I get a full drum track that's been recorded in the studio, and then I start writing the riffs. And it's kind of cool in the way that I would say every riff is a riff I probably wouldn't have written without the drums, because I pay close attention to the drums when I'm writing the riffs, obviously. So, well, here it is soloed. I get a track like this from the studio. I started working on this yesterday, so I do have a few riffs, but I thought I'd show the process of, you know, how I do things. I have my Mesa Boogie dual rectifier over here, which just, you know, I've gone through long periods of time where I didn't use the dual rectifier, but for the past several months, whatever reason, I just really love the sounds, the tones I've been getting out of that thing. So I have an Earthquaker Devices plumes in front of it. Then the dual rectifier goes into my 2 notes torpedo captor and into my interface. And oh, I have like a mastering plug-in on here, so it causes a bit of a delay. Oh, and I have a pick in my strings. And another thing is every Mutual Hostility song has been written in, I think it's drop C sharp. But our drummer Eric suggested maybe I write one on the 7th string. So I had my 7th string already tuned to drop A, so I'm writing this song in drop A. And I have been really loving this tuning. I've also been using it in my Vicar Blood project. But anyway, I'll give you a little taste of what's going on so far here. Now, I feel like when I'm writing music for this band and having the drums first, when it comes to writing riffs, like my first instinct is almost always the best. But having said that, this particular riff, I had to rewrite it like 3 times. I mean, it's still the same general idea that I started with, but because it leads with the kick and it's the snare, then it's like, it was just like what I was doing, it just for whatever reason wasn't jiving and was sounding weird to me. And even this riff still feels a little, but I like it. I like it. So for now, I'm sticking with it. And let's see, where do we go here? In that riff, I like how it starts with the blast, where I'm just doing some, you know, fast down picking chug, and then it goes into like a little bit of a thrashier part. So I like how it sounds. The next riff, I'm still a little on the fence with this, but I'll probably keep it because it was like my first instinct when I heard the drum beat. I think it's a cool riff. The one riff it's got just an ugly chord in it, but that's what I kind of like about it. And then, okay, so now we're to the next part, and this riff, drum beats like this can be a little challenging for me to write to because, well, let me play it for you. So it's kind of wide open, and I like to try to keep riffs interesting. So I'm probably gonna have to do a little balance of do enough to keep it interesting, so it's not just jun like a lot of people would do, but not overplay either, because it is wide open, and it does feel like you want something that you can grab onto. So I'm going to start working on this riff, and I'll cut here and come back in a few minutes, just to not completely bore you to death if I'm not already. All right, this one's taking me some time because, like I said, I want to keep it interesting and moving, but not just do the typical thing. So I'm actually just separating this into small parts because I want to keep it changing and keep it interesting. So, I turned the guitar off. So I want to make it kind of chuggy, but not the whole time. So, all right, we'll be back. Okay, I might have this. Let's see, this is the idea I'm currently working with. Damn it, hold on. Let me see if I can get this recorded, see how it sounds. All right, I'm liking this. I think it's cool. And like I said, it was kind of like my initial gut instinct, the direction to go, so. All right, I'm liking it for now. Yeah, moving on. Okay, so that part I just wrote, it goes like an A-B kind of thing. The one with the ugly chord I mentioned before goes first, goes to the slower riff I just wrote, and does all that again. And then we move on to another drum beat. So another new riff. I'm pretty far into this song now, so I'm not going to give it all away. But I also forgot to mention, I do it old school, man. I just write it down with the pencil. It's easy to erase. I've never used Guitar Pro or anything like that, so I don't know how that stuff works. But this works for me. I have so many of these for all my different projects and stuff. They're just all over the place. But oh, and also my Solar guitars, V1.6 Vart Plus. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna finish this up, and I don't know when it'll be out, but eventually.